My boyfriend has been cheating on me for 2 years, and this is how I found out. For all the girls that pride themselves like I did on not going through their boyfriend's phones, this is for you. I've been with my boyfriend for 8 years, and for those 8 years, I've never gone through his phone, and it's something that I've been, very adamant about. However, if I had gone through his phone, I wouldn't have lost 2 years of my life. Actually, 8, because it's the whole relationship, but 2, because I found out that he's been cheating on me for 2 years. It really is that damn phone, because I found this out in the weirdest way. So my boyfriend bought a new phone, and he lost all of his contacts. So he asked me to text him so that he could save my phone number, so I did. So we're driving to my house, and I text him, "Hey, sexy, what's up?" He responds. I thought that this was weird. He actually texts and drives, but he texts saying, "Hey, can't talk right now," and I thought, okay, like he's just kidding. "Hey, can't talk right now, I'll text you in 5. That's what he says, and I interpret it as a joke. Because how can it not be a joke? As soon as we get home, he immediately runs to the bathroom, and my phone lights up. He's texting me, saying, "So, hey, what's up?" So I reply, not much. You?" He says, "Want to meet up tonight?" And I replied to him again. At this point, like, we've been together for 8 years, so I was like, there's no way this guy is actually cheating on me. And it never crossed my mind. Like I said, I trusted this guy. So I just thought, he was being funny. And I was like, why later? Why not right now? And he responds, "Okay, we'll try to make it ASAP. Cool?" Okay, cool. Then he comes out of the bathroom moments later, and I'm like prepared to be like, what is up with this? Like, are you for real? Do you want to like go to bed or something? Before I have time to say whatever, he immediately goes, "Hey, so not feeling too good. I think I'm gonna head home." And this is where my jaw drops. He goes, "Oh, and by the way, can you actually text me so I can save your phone number? You haven't texted me yet." Who are you texting in the bathroom? I turned to him and I'm like, "You're kidding, right? You have to be kidding me. Like, you cannot be for real. Like, who were you texting in the bathroom then if it wasn't me?" He just says, "Oh." He came clean about everything. I didn't really have to try that hard. He just told me he's been with someone else for 2 years. I don't know which one of you I like more. That's why I never said anything. She doesn't know either. He looked and sounded like a robot, and I couldn't really believe it. And he still says, like, "I don't know which one of you I like more." Oh, but yeah, go through your boyfriend's phones. Go through your boyfriend's phones. I'm telling you right now, go. This is your sign. Because I was stupid. I didn't. And I regret it. Because, like I said, this would have saved me years of my life. So, yeah.
My ex-boyfriend's stalking me. We've been broken up for like 2 years and I've had him blocked on everything for I want to say like 3-ish months. And upon breaking up, I obviously really wanted to be friends with him because we dated for so long. And so before I blocked him and everything, I had gone to his house and I was asking him, I was like, "I really want to be friends. Like, can we be friends?" And he told me no. He's like, "I don't want to be your friend." And this man proposes to me. Proposes marriage after I asked if we could be friends. So of course, we all know I'm not engaged. Like, I obviously was like, "What are you talking about?" And he basically told me like, "I can't live without you, blah, blah, blah. Like, will you marry me?" I'm like, "What?" So after he proposed, I was like, okay, we obviously are not going to be able to be friends, like, whatever. So I told him, I was like, yeah, we can never speak again. Like, please just leave me alone. So my sister calls me one day and she's like, "Peyton, your ex-boyfriend won't stop texting me." And she's like, "I didn't want to tell you, but he's been texting me for weeks now, like bothering me about you. Like, I don't know what to do, like, whatever." So I tell my sister, like, tell him to leave you alone. Tell him that I have a boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend, but tell him that I have a boyfriend, so maybe he'll leave me alone. So my sister texts him. She's like, "Peyton has a boyfriend. She really wants to be left alone, whatever." And he just wouldn't quit. So last week I went to dinner with my sister. She told me that he was still texting her. And my sister's boyfriend was starting to get really annoyed because my ex-boyfriend wouldn't stop texting my sister about me. So my sister's boyfriend was like, "If he texts my sister one more time, like, I'm gonna say something." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine. Like, you can say something if he does something else." So I'm leaving work a couple days later and there's a note on my car. And the note said, "I still love you so much." No sign, name, no nothing. But I happen to obviously know what my ex-boyfriend of 3 years handwriting looks like. So I'm obviously kind of freaked out by that, but I was like, you know what? Like, it's fine. He's not gonna do anything. Like, he probably just saw my car and was like, "Let me leave a note," like, whatever. So a couple days later, I was driving to class and I passed his car on the road. Not a big deal. We live in the same city, whatever. But then I see his car U-turning and starts like following kind of behind me onto campus. I'm kind of like, okay, that's weird, but I park my car, lock my doors, and immediately go to class. My class is an hour long and I had a presentation, so I'm literally gone from my car for an hour at this class. And when I come back, I see my ex-boyfriend ex-boyfriend's car is parked a couple cars down from me. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, but it looked like the car was turned off, so I was like, you know what, like whatever. So I get in my car and I lock my doors and I was checking my phone for a second and I turn around and I see my ex-boyfriend jump out of his car and start like towards my car. So me being me, I obviously immediately put my car in reverse and start reversing out of the parking lot as this man's running up to my car. I put my shit in my reverse, like I whipped out of the parking lot so fast. So I see him running back to his car and get in his car, turn it on, and like start going the same way as me, of course. I ended up losing him about like halfway down the road, like probably a minute after I left campus. So it ended up being fine with that. And then I was at work a few days later and I was standing at the hostess stand and, you know, of course he knows where I work. And I see his car drive by and park in front of the restaurant I work at. And at this point, everybody at my work knows what's going on. So I, of course, tell my coworkers, I'm like, oh my God, like that's my ex-boyfriend's car. Like, why is he parked in front of a restaurant? Like, whatever. And we can like literally see his face. Like it's him, he's staring at us, whatever. And he turns off the car and like goes to open the door and then doesn't get out of the car and then turns the car back on and reverses and leaves. This is all like within like probably like 45 seconds. So I immediately text my sister. I'm like, Chloe, like we need to get this under control. Like this is getting so weird, so creepy, like whatever. I ended up having to leave a description of my ex-boyfriend at the front at the hostess stand just in case he like tries to come into my work and tries to see me. And my sister's boyfriend ended up texting my ex-boyfriend being like, you need to leave Peyton alone. Like she's actually getting scared by you, whatever. And my sister's boyfriend literally sent this fat paragraph and it was so nice too. Like it was a very mature paragraph. Like he was like, you just need to leave Peyton alone. Like you're freaking her out. Like please just leave her alone, whatever. And this man had the audacity to respond and all he said was, wait, so Peyton has a boyfriend now? And then my sister blocked him. So it's obviously gotten really weird really quick. I do have him blocked on everything. So like obviously he's not trying to contact me through social media, but we have some mutual friends and I keep hearing from people that he's like running around calling me crazy. And I'm like, baby, you're the one stalking me out. And I wasn't going to post about it on here because I didn't want to cause issues, but now I'm kind of sitting here like, what's going on? And he hates my TikTok account. He literally hates that I post anything about him on here. So I'm hoping by hosting this, maybe it will get him to just give up for good. I was trying to be respectful. I wanted to be his friend. I was trying to be nice. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Bye.
So I'm talking to these two girls on my trip, right? They are not my friends. We're besties locked in, okay? But I'm oversharing by nature. I'm telling them about this guy that I used to talk to and how I'm just like so irritated with him and just like his whole existence just bothers me. With a smidge of information, like they don't even know anything about this guy. They don't even know the whole storyline. They already hate him. The one girl goes, it sounds like he's given you a whole lot of nothing. Can you tell me one thing that this guy has given you? Mind you, this girl's named Anna. We love her. She's an Aries. She's a firecracker. She's great. She goes, can you name one thing that this guy has given you? Like one thing. With the straightest face in my full chest, I go, oh my God, yeah, he gave me a really good idea once. He gave me an idea! I should be shunned from society for saying that answer. Like, I genuinely should not be allowed in any social settings or any social groups at all. Like, nobody should be my friend. They both look at me crazed and go, an idea? I'm still in Delulu land. And I go, yeah, it was a really good idea, but I ended up, like, not using it because it didn't align with what I was trying to do at the time. So I just, like, ended up, like, not following through with it. She goes, so he gave you a passing thought. An idea you didn't even use. This is when it hits me that I'm literally in the land of Delulu. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. Family Feud, Steve Harvey would be so disappointed. Name something a man has given you. An idea would not be on the board. It simply wouldn't.